I'm your host, Corinne Harris.
And I'm Stephen Alexander.
Welcome to another episode of SKP. I know you're excited.
That's right, they are. In today's episode, we have Alexis Wofford from Govs Programming Council, with us to talk about GPC organization and how the organization plans events on campus.
In today's topic, Stephen and I will be discussing the importance of social networking, personal development, and leadership skills.
And also, as you know, Valentine's Day is just a couple of days away. We will be discussing how to use your personal networking skills and how to develop skills to help you make this year's Valentine's Day the best you have ever had. So, wait a minute. Don't clown. We're the ones wearing the crown. You're watching SKP.
Welcome back, you all. So social networking and development skills are important qualities you should have within yourself.
What is social networking and what is personal development skills?
So social networking is being able to communicate well with others, which allows you to build skills that can help you make aware of your surroundings. Okay. For example, meeting new people.
Meeting new people. So what do you mean by that?
Meeting new people all the time, so you build like that social networking relationship. So you never know, like keep those friendships that you build through high school, college, or your job, because you never know where they can lead you, where that can lead you into later on in life. Mm-hmm. Also, filling up spare time. Like sometimes in my spare time, I may use social media to network. Just message. Well, I don't usually just message people like, "Hey, what you doing?" But I see other people.
Corey, I can see you doing that. I see you messaging them. Hey, what you doing?
No, I can't, because I had stalkers, and we're not gonna go into details. So I would not just be messaging random people, but I just use it to keep up with like current news and events. Mm-hmm. I'll download all the news apps on Facebook. If I want to find out some current news, I can always go there. I don't have a Twitter, but Twitter is, you can use that.
Yeah.
And also, I try to stay in touch with what friends are doing. Sometimes, here I don't have like my family or my friends, but I can stay connected to them with social media.
Yeah.
So you have the Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat.
And do you sometimes, I find that some people reach out to them when there's specific events coming up. Like they don't talk to them any other time throughout the year. So
exactly.
What do you do? Do you keep in touch with them, or what do you do?
No.
You don't?
No.
That's so awesome.
I try to, but you know how like some family members, like y'all only talk when it's like an event that's coming on. Like they add you into this event, what is it, whatever the event content is on Facebook. It's a name for it, but I can't think of it. And then everyone just stay connected through that. But I don't ever message back. I read it. But if you want me to come, you need to DM me personally or text or call me to come.
I don't trust DMs. I say you need to send me a text message. You know what I mean? Because that's a part of social networking too, using the phone. Because back in the day, they just use, hello, hey, I need to talk to you, but
or mail.
But I believe you need to talk to me on the phone. Because the DM stuff, it can get a little sketchy.
Especially like if we're like family, like if you're like my aunt or cousin, you should just be able to pick up the phone and call me. Like if we haven't spoken a few years, okay, then I respond. But if we're like this, have like this close relationship, you need to call or text me, so it makes me feel wanted.
And sometimes even if we haven't talked in years, sometimes I just find like, let me just give you my number and we can talk about it, because sometimes your information can get posted on Facebook and stuff like that. Not that you have anything personal to put out there, but it's best to me just to have it one-on-one exchange, not something that somebody can hack into.
Exactly. And for personal development, that is a lifelong process. You just don't wake up and, hey, you have all your personal development skills.
No.
So how I use personal development is developing my strengths and talents and weaknesses.
Oh.
You have to know your strengths and weakness. Every time, it's like you go to a job interview, they be like, tell me your weakness. Everyone has a weakness, but you turn it into something positive. So even though like I may have a weakness, say for example, if my weakness was writing. So if my weakness was writing, you do all the writing you can to improve it. And then it's going to turn into a strength. It's just like writing scripts or writing papers or doing extra things. Yeah. Also improving your self-knowledge. So you have to be able to just do extra studying or study yourself.
Look at all these notes.
Exactly. Develop new skills. Just don't keep with doing the skills that you're doing now. Do something outside of that. Like, I may end up going skating, and I haven't been skating in a long time.
Yeah.
May even go skiing.
Well, you could.
You
I'm
don't
not
go
going
with
with you. No, I don't trust you.
Recognize opportunities and threats.
Yeah.
So you always have to just be able to recognize those. Know if something is good, know if something is bad. And one example, a scam on your computer.
Yeah.
Sometimes people, it's like those messages pop up. Hey, you have been infected with a virus. Please call this.
Right.
That's a threat.
Yeah. Well, I use my personal development skills and I guess social networking differently. For social networking, I find that learning about different cultures is very important when you social networking. And that's when you're in the job force, when you're meeting new people, you out, in the streets. I like that phrase, you out there in them streets like that, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, wherever you are and you get to meet different people, I think it helps understand them culturally. And I guess to gain trust with people as well when you're social networking, it's important to gain trust.
Exactly. So how can people gain your trust? What do you do?
How can they gain my trust? They have to show that they are sincere. And what I mean by that is I have to fill you out, see what kind of person you are. If you like to gossip a lot, if I can't trust you, if I feel like you're not a sincere person, like I said, then there's no way, there's no trust. But for me, it's a building development. It isn't just like, hey, I met a stranger, I trust you. No, I don't know you. So that trust has to build.
So hey, when you first meet someone, can you tell if you're going to be friends with that person for a while?
Not really. You'd be surprised the amount of people that you just come in contact with. You would look at them and say, we'll never be friends. And they are the ones that are there for you, or the ones that are just the coolest people and the best way to network with them. And you wouldn't think they would be worth networking with, I guess, in a sense. And also, too, networking with people helps with careers. And you might not think it does, but it really does. Like, it really helps push and promote. You know what I mean? It helps your business acumen. And for personal development, I would say understanding, gestures in a person's body language. Learn that person's body language. If they're into what you're saying, if they are trying to feed into you, then that person might be a person that you can go to and, use your social networking skills with.
Exactly.
But if they don't seem interested in you or disinterested, as I might say, then it's just a waste of time.
Because you can tell a lot about a person's body language. It
can
be like even telling them a story. If if the person just seemed like this, they're not interested in what you're saying. So you know what? I'm just going to find me another friend who's going to listen, because obviously you're not showing any interest in what I'm saying.
Right.
And also back to the social networking, some of us use social media, but remember that you have to be careful what you post on social media.
You do.
Because jobs, before they even interview you or look to even call you, they look at your social media, because sometimes within that company is one person who know you.
Yeah, it's one person.
Because you have to put your resume, so you list the schools, you list the city that you're from. So a job may know someone. Oh, you're from Jackson. Do you know this person? Or you're from Clarksville. Do you know this person?
Right.
Y'all with Austin, so be careful what you put on social media.
Be careful. And what is our last topic of the day?
Okay. So we have saved the best
We
topic
saved it
for last.
Yes.
So Stephen, let's share our last topic of the day.
All right, let's do it.
Go ahead.
So a recent blog released by Huffington Post states how to survive being single on Valentine's Day. According to Huffington Post, studies have shown how the happiest people are the ones who are the most generous. So, Corinne, what do you think of that?
Well, I can honestly say, this Valentine's Day, I have a significant other. So I wouldn't need anyone to fulfill my happiness. Do you have anyone for Valentine's Day?
Yeah, I do. I actually have myself. Yeah.
So I would go into details if you did have anyone. And then I want to hear what you're going to do for yourself.
What? Go ahead. Come on.
Okay.
Let's get it.
So for this, if I didn't have anyone for Valentine's Day, I would treat myself. Like I treated myself last night, spent some money that I shouldn't have even spent.
And then you're going to ask me for compensation like it's my fault.
But we're friends, so you should be able to go half or give me some money.
That's disrespectful. You didn't give me nothing.
Yeah, you're right. But they did have a good sale. Maybe we could go today. And I was like, if I didn't have anyone to spend it with, I have my nieces and nephews.
Yeah.
Like my brother or sister, they may want to go out on a date with their significant other. So I'm going to spend it with the ones I love, like my niece and nephews.
And let me say this too. Sometimes you can spend it with the ones you love, but I find you to spend it with yourself. Like, if you can't give love to anyone else, then you need to find some time to put some love within you.
How would you put love within yourself?
Go take yourself out to dinner. It's okay to sit by yourself, or if someone else is like all lovey-dovey on someone else, you could just be sitting there eating your food and trying to, find some things that you're going to do that day to make you feel good, or go out there and shop. Shop for yourself.
See, for me, it's for Valentine's Day, you don't need a significant other or anyone in your life to fulfill your happiness for really, like for that special day. It's like one time of the year. If this one person can't make me feel special throughout the entire year, I don't need them for that one day.
No, you don't. You don't need them at all.
They should be fulfilling the happiness throughout the entire year. So basically other point I'm saying, you should find happiness with being able to love yourself first.
Yeah.
And be happy that you've been given another day
and
to live.
You said love yourself. When you love yourself, also find some time to spread some love to someone else that they are not receiving love. They're not receiving love. So I think it's important that you find this time, Valentine's Day. If you're single, or even if you're not single, you see someone that needs just some tender love and care, just show them that. Because Valentine's Day is not about this relationship. Exactly. It should be about love as a whole. And sometimes you'll find that people they forget that. They diminish it like, oh, no, it's about me and my partner, me and my relationship. It's not about that. It's about showing love to everyone.
Are you going to show any love to anyone on Valentine's Day?
I probably will, because there's a lot of people out there who just really need somebody to talk to. And I find that if I can be the person to make them feel better, then, hey, why not?
Because even though you may not have no one for Valentine's Day, you have your mom and your grandmother, and you could go shopping after the show and go get you some stuff.
Or they can take me shopping.
Take you out for Valentine's
Y'all hear that? I know y'all watching. Take me shopping.
Well, we must take a quick break, but when we return, we'll have Alexis Wofford from GPC here to share some valuable information about the organization. Stay tuned. You're watching SKP.
The Govs Programming Council is a student-led organization with the purpose to plan, promote, and execute extracurricular activities for the university. Here today to promote GPC is Alexis Wofford. Well, how are you, Alexis?
I'm good.
Good, good. We appreciate you coming to the show today.
No problem.
So tell us all, what does GPC do on campus?
All GPC does, we do all the fun events on campus. I mean, anything fun, that's GPC. So we do Wild 'N Out shows, comedian shows. We bring in hypnotists, magicians. We bring in rappers, comedians. We bring in all types of
So
people.
who have you all had? I know a few people, but who all have you had recently?
Recently, a couple of weeks back, we brought Chico Bean and Carlos Miller from Wild 'N Out.
Okay.
That was a big show. They had me at the door scanning people. I'm like, yeah, I'm too short to be wanting all these 6+ feet people, but it was a real good show. We had like 500+ students there. Carlos and Chico enjoyed the crowd. It was a great show. We also brought Wale back out this past fall. It was a quick show, but it was a good show. He seemed pretty cool. He kind of wasn't what I was expecting, but he's a great guy. We bring out, it's like so many people, I can't even name their names.
I wish I would have got to meet Wale. And I live right here on campus, so I could have just went over there, but at the time, I didn't know that it was free. I didn't know if you had to purchase tickets.
Because what was it, last year, it was Frankie Ballard, right?
Yep.
I went to that concert, but I didn't know anything else. Like, I didn't know who else was coming the following year, but I definitely would have went myself.
We started planning for the next upcoming homecoming show at the end of the spring semester. So it's towards April, March, end of April, beginning of April, end of March. We started planning for the upcoming show.
Okay. So what experience will I gain from being a member of GPC?
GPC, you'll learn how to network, your self-confidence, because they always put me out there to talk to people, like today. They will give you a chance to meet so many people on campus. Everybody on campus knows me now, not by choice. It just kind of happens. But it's a great place to be. It helps with your self-confidence, your self-esteem. You make friends. It's a great place. You get a well-rounded experience.
So I feel like anyone watching, you should join the organization. So how can we go about joining the organization?
GPC is the easiest organization you could join on campus. We meet once a week, every week on Wednesdays, 4 o'clock, room 103, downstairs at the UC. Our meetings only last about 15 minutes, 30 max, and once a month we'll bring free food for the students.
Oh, really?
He like pizza.
I like pizza.
We bring pizza. We had tacos one night. We had chicken wings one night. Whatever you want to eat.
All right, I'm coming. Just not just playing.
He's gonna come just for food. But no, we actually went to the last meeting. That was like my first time actually hearing about GPC. And what caught my attention, it was like promote and celebrity. I was like, what? I was like, oh, this is the organization that brought like the Wild 'N Out. And when I went to the meeting, it's actually a lot of people that's in GPC, and it's a good opportunity.
Yeah, and also too, I know at the meeting you had stated that a lot of people get you all mixed up thinking that you all are some kind of computer tech place.
I was like, we're a programming council for the school. Like, we program for the school. We don't program computers. We don't not bring a laptop to the office asking for help because I'm just going to mess it up worse than what it was at first.
I just thought that was so funny because you said every time someone would be like, hey, did you fix my computer here?
Yeah. So my next question to you is, how do you all, I know you talked about celebrities, so how do you like book them here? Like, you know, Chico Bean, you don't just call him like, hey Chico, come on to Austin P. You know what I'm saying? How'd y'all contact him?
Well, once a year, February actually next Saturday, I'll be going to something called NACA, the National Association for Campus Activities. And there it's a bunch of vendors where their managers are at, and that's where we actually found Chico and their manager there.
Really?
And we get their contact information and we talk to them. We try to do some block booking, maybe we could get them here, but I could go to another school like the next day. It's a great place to meet a bunch of people, get a bunch of free stuff. That's where we go. So we're going actually next Saturday, the 17th.
So how long do you have to have been with the organization to go to that event?
Well, if you're like me and go off, and I took off on the ground running when I first got to GPC. My first time at GPC was actually fall of my sophomore year. So I'm going to say that was 2016. And it was really cool. I got there, and in the following semester in the spring, I ended up being on the e-board because there was a seat open because I really wanted to be a part of GPC. But you really just come, and the place, my bad, I talk too fast.
No, you're
but all you gotta do is interview, really. So if you're a part of GPC, you're a general board member, like you come when you can, like you're really devoted to GPC, all you have to do is go to the interview, and if we like you, then you get to go on the trip.
Oh, that sounds good.
We can interview for it and go.
We might be able to.
It's
You
next
check that
Saturday.
out.
I'm off too.
Well, not this February. The following February, because they already chose
In
the people.
2019. Oh, man,
But
okay.
who knows where we're going to be? Because last year was in Baltimore, this year's in Boston. So
That's
no
true.
telling where it's
That
going to
would
be.
awesome. So I noticed that you said GPC meets every Wednesday at 4 o'clock. So what happens if I can't make it to those weekly meetings? Can I still be in the organization?
Most definitely, because our events are not always Wednesdays at 4 o'clock. So all you have to do is come to the office, room 211 of the UC, come in. You can stop at a GPC office or by my coordinator, Joanna Rogers, and say you want to join GPC. He gives you your email, and we just send you what all our events are.
And you'll still be a full-time member. Okay.
And you just sign up for the events through the email. How long do you usually have to work? Do you work like the full shift or?
No, we always break it off hour by hour. And you can't stay the whole hour, that's fine. We can have somebody else rotate. It's for the students, by the students. We try our best to work with the students.
So I know you mentioned something about the e-board. So what is the e-board with GPC?
The e-board, that consists of the president, the VP, PR, and his assistant. Then we have 4 programming chairs. We have cinema and performing arts, diversity, special events, and social and peace, spirits, and tradition, which is my chair.
So you all work together to make GPC what it is.
That's right.
So you guys come up with the plan for each year how you want to do certain things, right?
Yep.
So how does that work? When do you guys normally meet to talk about those kind of things?
We have a general board meeting every week, but the day before, so on Tuesdays, we have an e-board meeting. And we talk about what we found would be good for this campus to have. And we always try to get the students' input. Then we try to force them to come to the meetings and ask what they want to bring to the campus. We're actually trying to start a committee where you can work with one of the programming chairs to help bring your ideas to campus. So we always try to, it's really based off what the students tell us.
Okay.
And what are your responsibilities for your position on the e-board?
Well, I'm Peace, Spirits, and Traditions, so I oversee anything Austin P related. So homecoming, I was really helping out a lot with Pink Week, with the First Fridays, with talent shows. The talent shows, when I say it's the most stressful event for me to do for my first year is Peace, Spirits, and Traditions, because it's our first time having a host, and he was great, Chase Anthony. I loved him, everybody loved him. People wanted to meet him out there. So I'm like, he's too old for you. No, but he was a really great guy. It was a great place to be. We had 16 exits this year, and we had 4 people to tie instead of 3. It was really cool. But I really do anything Austin P related.
Okay.
That's good. Well, we must take a quick break, but when we return, we'll have Alexis Wofford with more information about GPC.
I'm Andrea Bender. I'm a senior, and I'm studying graphic design. I chose my major coming right out of high school because I knew that I wanted to do something with art, but I didn't really know what. And once I've graduated, I will be the first in our immediate family to hold a bachelor's degree. And the only way that I could manage to get out of here in 4 years is to take 15 hours every single semester. And on top of that 15 hours, I have to complete 75 hours of work study every semester. So to complete my 75 hours and make as much work study money as I can and do all of my artwork, I am constantly running around and I'm constantly working. What drives me is completing that and bringing that pride, home to my family, because they're all really excited for me. No matter what department you're in, no matter where you're gonna end up in life, right now as it stands, we are all in the exact same place together. So we just need to be kinder to one another.
You can help support Austin P students who don't have enough to eat by donating to the Save Our Students Food Pantry. The Save Our Students Food Pantry is looking for soup, pasta, canned meat, canned beans, peanut butter, and fruit. You can drop off your donations at the food pantry on Home Avenue. It's open Tuesdays through Friday, 8:30 until 4. For more information, call 221-1620, a campus reminder from Austin P.
So we're back. So Alexis, how has being a GPC member helped you as a college student?
It really helped me with my networking skills. I know just about everybody in all the important offices. I'm really getting on good terms now with Dean, so I could go to Dean's office and ask him for
Dean Singleton?
Yes, sir.
Stephen Domini, that's like another big connection I have, and also Victor Phelps, who's over the whole SLE GPC office. So it's really helping me get my foot in each door on campus, so when I graduate, I can have a stable foundation.
And it's a great resume builder.
It is. It is.
It helps me get winning awards on campus. I actually recently, this past semester, won Student Leader of the Month.
Congratulations for
That's
that.
good. That deserves a clap a little bit. Okay, clap too loud. I forgot.
Yeah. And now I'm in the race to win Student Leader of the Year.
Oh,
Awesome.
so you need a party. People watching need to throw you a party.
And see, event planning is my minor, so I can definitely plan. And we're going to have it right here in the studio. We're going to have it in the studio. So with being a member of GPC, are there any scholarships that you can receive?
No, not at the moment, but it's something we probably look into. That's really a unique question to ask because no one ever asks anything about
Throw me
scholarships.
on the e-board. Throw me.
But we actually just started paying all our e-board members. So this academic year, so we're working on building GPC up. Because first it was just president, VP, and PR that got paid, but now all program chairs get paid as well.
So do you know when they first started GPC, like what year it was?
I do not. It's been a while. Because Dean was talking about today in class. He said his 11 years of being here, GPC has really grown. So it's like it wasn't what it was when it first
11
started.
years,
So
yeah.
it's been here for a while. Because it was called programming. It didn't have the Govs in it. It was like programming counselor. It was ugly.
So it's relatively new a little bit
Yes.
then. Okay.
Because people still don't know what GPC is until we bring an event. Like you said earlier, you didn't know what it was until you came to the meeting.
And you guys also, outside of just having events, how do you guys broadcast about GPC to promote?
Well, we really work on that a lot, trying to get retention and really do that with PR stuff. We're trying to this semester trying to partner with different organizations to try to bring our name out about pretty well. I try to make sure my other organizations know about GPC and stuff like that, but it's really word of mouth and all the big events because you can't really miss the events we throw.
So lastly, what are the upcoming events? I know you guys are busy.
So we got one coming up this coming Monday, February 12th at 7 o'clock in Clement Auditorium at 7. Like I said, it's going to be Coach A. Dills. He's a Jewish rapper. So I'm really excited to see him. I heard one of his songs earlier. I don't remember the name of it, but it was pretty cool. I like him. So please come out.
We may have to come to that.
Yeah, we might have
And
to.
with being a member, I forgot to ask this question. Does it cost to be in GPC?
Nope. GPC is completely free.
I don't have to have
Everything
a
we
certain
do.
GPA
Nope.
or nothing?
You say when you say free, you mean free. Did you know
free.
some people say, yeah, it's
Nope.
free, but
Everything's
they try
free.
to get you.
If you get a shirt, the shirt is free. When we order the shirt, it's free.
I'm upset. Y'all do the homecoming shirts, right?
We could get it first, but we work with this
Okay.
SGA, not us.
I
I'm
was
sorry.
looking for mine from last
It was
year.
SGA. But everything we do is completely free.
So if I join GPC this semester, which I am looking to join it, I graduate this December. So when I graduate, can I still be a member of GPC?
Well, not necessarily, but if you want to come back and talk to students about what you do in life and try to build up yourself, then we more than likely to have you back.
So it's
More happy.
different than a fraternity and sorority. It's
Most
kind of like once you're here, but when you leave, it's it's to stay with you. But it's on your resume.
Of course.
So it's even better.
And everybody in the office always willing to write you a letter of recommendation if you need it and stuff like
Okay.
that. And they're great people. So.
Yeah, we definitely I need to get you my email so I can sign up because I'm going to be on that e-board and I'm going to be a member. Well, we thank you for coming to the show today. If there are any upcoming events you would like to broadcast, just come on back and let us know.
Yes, and to all of our viewers, thanks for tuning in with us today. I'm messing up again. I don't know what's wrong with me today. But we hope you enjoyed today's episode.
Absolutely. Reminder, you can find us on social media on Twitter and Instagram under SKP Productions and our Facebook page under Stephen Korean Perspectives.
And again, thanks for watching. See you next Thursday. And always remember to, let's go P.